Thank you, thank you. And I think that sums it up. We are ready for the road in Caroni Central for 2015. The most distinguished, His Excellency, Dr. Anil Ramnanan. Please thank him for gracing us with his presence all the way from Miami. We have Anissa Alibokas, who has been a source of strength to this constituency, this office, and the Caroni community builders. Let's give it up for Mrs. Ramadharsingh, Ali, and the intellectual brain power, the management guru who is in charge of the election team of Caroni Central. Give it up for Krishna Rupnara. Very simply put, and I think Dr. Ramnanan alluded to it, is that there is a contradiction in terms for one being a member of parliament and a minister of the people. You have specific responsibility for your constituents, who you must give the utmost priority, because therein lies the raison d'etre for why you are there. Because of the vote, the power of the finger is what puts you in office. You are there because you have the trust of the people of Caroni Central. And we are now seeing where politics is evolving, where loyalty to persons who have served constituencies seem to be uppermost in the mind of the voter. But then you have to be the minister of the people. And you have to distribute resources, time, effort, conversation, counseling to the entire country of Trinidad and Tobago. And therefore, one has to do a balancing act of sorts to ensure that the constituents are well taken care of, and that you also reach out to all the peoples of Trinidad and Tobago. But if you devise the strategy of serving all people equally, it becomes very easy and pellucidly clear as to what you have to do. Each human being should be treated with equity on equal terms. And therefore, if you do that for the people of Caroni Central, you can do that for the man in Ikakas, for the fella in Togo, in Maruga, and for anybody who walks into the offices of Freeport Mission Road. And therefore, I say to you that we believe in a society where the democracy is rich and rife. I want to congratulate our Prime Minister today for getting an international medal only given to few human beings like Bill Clinton and Mahatma Gandhi and others, and Mandela. And that is the Medal of Democracy for the Honorable Prime Minister, Kamla Prasad Bisesa. Because this country, the democracy is rich. Anyone can get up and attack the government. The media gives voice to all peoples. And that is important for us. Because in countries in different parts of the world, in Aung San Suu Kyi, she has the votes of the people, but she can never occupy power because of an oppressive regime that relegates her to the position of opposition leader in Myanmar. So people do not have the right to elect their own leaders in other countries. Men fight and struggle. They spill blood in the streets for the right to vote and elect their leaders. And we have that democracy in Trinidad and Tobago. That democracy enables no one man to become a despot or a dictator and run people out of their homes and take their land and possessions from them, take away their right. It gives all of us equality before the law, justice, social justice for all our people, because the people have the power. Power is in the hands of the powerless. And it is the powerless that give the power to the councillors. It is the powerless that gives the power to the MP, that gives the power to the senators who are nominated, to the members of parliament, and indeed even our prime minister. At all times, we adhere to the maxim, vox populi, vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God himself. Caroni Central is a very humble constituency. It may be even poor, because everything here, we own it. We are rent nothing to have this function. But we have a sense of pride and beauty and power that could never be touched. I say to all the naysayers and all who have tried to persecute us, that no weapon formed against us shall prosper, because we are like trees that are planted by the rivers of water. We continue to serve because the single mother with 7 children who can't send them to school needs our help with our programs for single mothers and fathers. We continue because after 40 years, the administrations before never gave the cerebral palsy mothers a stipend to take care of their special children. We have groundbreaking programs that give the mothers now $84.50 to take care of their special child so that they could go and get a job. That is what we have done to the URP Social. We have built 52 houses for people who could not put food on the table, so the children don't have to sleep in beds that have been wet by the rain and the wind and the weather outside. They now live in comfort. They now live in joy. Therefore, we will fight to give that type of service to Trinidad and Tobago. With our very lives, we will defend the poor, the challenged, the differently able, the elderly, the sick, the weak, the dispossessed. We will be there for them as Caroni Central and as the minister of the people. I give you that commitment as I launch the 2015 general election campaign for Caroni Central. Thank you, and God bless you.